competitive 90 minutes, Neil.
Yeah, really competitive. It was a cracking game. Obviously the conditions made it really difficult for both sides, driving rain, and you thought at the start of the game it was going to be a game of two halves, obviously with the driving rain coming down to the clubhouse end, and we obviously were kicking our own. I thought we dominated proceedings first half and had all the clear-cut chances, had the better chances, and perhaps should have been a couple of goals up. Dominic's chance, Ryan Winter had an opportunity, Dancers had an opportunity, and I think Dom had two opportunities, so a little bit disappointed going in at half time not being two up really. Limited them to one or two half chances, but really dominated the first half. And what I was disappointed with, our quality in and around the box wasn't good enough, and any joy that they got first half was a counter attack really, us giving the ball away in poor areas. So we addressed that at half time, and I thought, second half it would probably be back to the wall a little bit and a little bit under pressure, and us having to do what they did and perhaps counter attack them. But we didn't. I thought we dominated the second half as well. Scored a great goal, well worked goal. We've been working on stuff like that in training, and then had the opportunities second half as well. Dance's header should have had a penalty. Kofi's brought down in the box, and really thoroughly deserved the victory.
You must be delighted really, because you wanted to maintain momentum from Saturday after that excellent result at Gresley, and they've well and truly done that today. On a filthy night, that was a good performance against a really strong Rushall side.
Yes, well, we want to maintain the momentum. You want to go up to Sheffield on Saturday on the back of a win and a draw now, two really positive results. And every one of our lads tonight's put a right shifting against a good, strong Rushall side. They've got one or two injuries, but they've put the strongest side they can put out tonight, in my opinion. We just left Chris Taylor out because he played the weekend, but a strong Rushall side and a strong Northern Prem side. So it's a mark of how far we've come in a short period of time, that we're now getting half decent results at our level, but we can go toe to toe with a mid-table Northern Prem side, which has got some strong, perhaps Conference North players in there and above. So well pleased, really well pleased, and I'm chuffed, obviously, with the conditions. That we've dominated proceedings, and I'm really chuffed that a Stafford Senior Cup quarter-final we've got through and in the semi-final. And yes, I've said to you that the league's probably the most important thing for us this season, but it'd be nice to get to a cup final too.
It would. Ryan Winter hobbled off.
Yeah.
It's probably early to say, just a precaution.
Well, he had a tight hamstring at half time, and we just give him 5 minutes second half just to see whether it was just a tightness, but he didn't look right. The ball went through down the channel. He didn't look right chasing it, so we had to get him off because we got Jazz Lucky on the treatment table. Looks like Ryan Winter's going to be on the treatment table now for the weekend, and obviously Simon Everall went down, so I was quite worried when Everall went down. But I don't think it's a pull. I think he'll be okay. I think it's just a tightness. He hasn't played a lot of football the last couple of weeks.
It's a shame because he really dominated
did well.
his physicality first off.
He did. I've noticed in the last couple of bursts from him, he had 20 minutes here and there, he had half hour on Saturday. He's doing well, and he's learning the trade, and he's learning his game, and he knows what's required when he goes on. We need to see that in longer bursts now. He's had 50, 55 minutes tonight and done really well. He's been a handful for Keynesy and Tolley. He's been a right handful, and won his bits in the air, looked strong, got hold of it, What he's improved on is when he gets hold of the ball as a front man, he now looks to be able to turn and still keep possession, whereas early part of July, August in the pre-season friendlies and early part of the season, he was half turned and giving the ball away. And we've done some work on him in training, and he's getting there. He's becoming more and more of a handful.
Tough game there Saturday, Sheffield. As I said, I think they're all tough games in the league as we find it.
Yeah.
I think you just want to keep it going now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, a tough away game, and all the away games at any level of non-league are tough. You go away from home and you try and get something, and that's what we'll do. We'll go up to Sheffield. We'll start out and try and get 3 points, see how the game goes, manages the game as it goes on, and if we have to come away with a point, then we come away with a point, and then we're at home to Market Drayton next league game. So, you keep chipping away. If we can go up there and get 3 points, what a fantastic week that would be. 4 points and through to the semi-final of the Stafford Senior Cup. You take that, but if we go up there and get something, come away with a point, I'll be happy with that. But it will be tough. Sheffield is always a tough place to go. Should be a half decent surface, hopefully, and we've just got to keep this momentum going. We're in a good period. We're winning some games on the road. Picked up a fantastic result tonight, and the club seems to be bubbling on and off the pitch. We're getting more fans through the gate. We're getting a lot of interest. It just seems to be a breath of fresh air around the place, as you know, on and off the pitch. And like I said to you a few weeks, we need to keep that going. Even if we cop a defeat somewhere over the next couple of weeks, keep that going, keep building things, get more people through the gate, and just keep building and keep building and keep building. And hopefully we can get some luck at the end of it and win something, whether it be a cup or get in the playoffs, to hopefully have a successful season.
It's looking good at the minute. Looking forward to it. See you Saturday.
No worries, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Thank
thanks.
you.